reason why it broke is because it is simply a skill issue. You just need to develop the skill. Now, this is what I'm talking about, right? Now, for a long time, I would have went to preschool, then primary school, then secondary school, and then to university. And what I saw was that you have these people who do trades, right? I'm talking about like trade jobs, like simple jobs where they probably drop out of school and decide to become a mechanic, to fix vehicles or to fix machines or do roofing or AC or something, right? And then these individuals started making money. And when they went full time into these particular businesses, then eventually, obviously, they started making bank, and with that money, they started investing it in different things. And when you are probably like 22, 23, 24, now jumping out of university and now trying to figure out what to do with life, these individuals are light years ahead. And you see, that's what I don't like in the sense that, and I'm speaking from personal example here, with me personally, right? I've spent my entire life learning, going to school, right? And I never specialized in anything. And what's the reason? The reason is simply because for people like me, right, if you're seeing this and you are just like me, you probably didn't know what to do and you didn't want to commit to anything in particular because it's like, okay, what if I don't like that? And what if I want to change things? And the thing is, what I realize is that you just need to choose something, anything, bro, that you think you will remotely like, and go all in. Because if you look at the most successful people, they always say, just go at something. It don't matter what it is. And go hard at that one thing. And then when you build yourself in that one particular thing, because a lot of people don't like what it is they went into at some point. You understand? And that's the thing with me. I went into a bunch of different things. You understand? I thought I would have liked. And then at some point, I just got bored and moved on to the next thing. And that's the problem. You understand? You need to stick with that one thing until you grow it into something big. And then when that particular thing is actually giving you returns, right, and it's actually making you money, then you can branch off. So what is the point I'm trying to make here? The point I'm trying to make is that these few individuals who invested in a particular skill, right, they are able to monetize on that and grow that and scale that. And now they are making money to the point where they could now look to invest in something else, do something else. They have enough money to do that. They could afford to do that, especially if they scale their business and now they have individuals working for them. For example, you could jump out of school, start working as a simple mechanic, right? And you fix so much vehicles, right? Probably working for a mechanic or opening your own small shop, you understand, or doing like one-off jobs and make so much money, especially when you're young, right? And then take that money and decide you want to open a bigger garage. And in that bigger garage, you start employing people to the point where you don't even have to work anymore. You understand? And now with the money that you bringing in, you could decide, you know what, I think I want to be a forex trader, you know, or I want to be a barber, or I want to make music or some shit. You understand? And you have the money there now to supplement yourself to do that. Now, people like me, because I know I'm rambling, people like myself who just finished university, right? You probably just finished a degree and now you realize, okay, you don't want to do anything with this particular degree. Go and learn a skill, bro. The skill I'm learning is videography. Do I know anything about it? No. Do I have fancy equipment? No. Do I have money to buy fancy equipment? No. You understand? But I have an iPhone, right? And I think that I am not making any money. I do have an income. And the problem is that I'm not incompetent as a man. The problem is simply that I need to develop a skill, a particular skill, and then monetize that skill. You understand? So I want to ask you right now is that do you have a skill? And if you have a skill, are you good? Like, are you properly good at it? If not, become better. You understand? No, if it is you do have a skill and you're good at it, the problem is you just don't know how to sell yourself. And then you have to learn our next skill. Sales. Sales is not something that's difficult, bro. From my understanding of sales so far is literally just showing someone that you could provide genuine value to them. If you could tell somebody or show somebody that you could provide them with proper value and help them, that's all sales is. By you trying to show somebody, yo, I could give you proper value for a decent amount of money. You understand? So if you are in a position where you're not making money, you need a skill. You need any skill. You understand? You just need to develop a skill right? And then be able to sell that. Now, let me say you don't have the means right now, you don't have the ability to develop that skill. Dog, YouTube, watch flicking YouTube. There's so much things you could learn on here. If you don't have the time, honestly, you have to make the time, bro. If you're working full time, you have a family, you need to make the time. Otherwise, you just need to simply accept that you're just not going to be anything great. And as simple as that. You understand? Just go all into one particular skill. Go all in, bro, and learn as much as you could. For example, Kobe Bryant, he was not jack of all trades. He didn't learn a bunch of different things. He started off from 13 years old learning basketball. Look, Lamine Yamal, you understand, footballer. All he's been doing is playing football, and now he's reached a point where he's young and he's flicking amazing at it. You understand? And that's just because of the amount of work he was willing to put in. And the thing is, how is it difficult to develop a skill? Why I realize is because I myself, I understand. I wanted to learn videography. And in my head, I was like, okay, just learn videography. We have to understand that each particular skill that you are learning, there are modules to it, there are levels, there are steps. For example, let me say you want to learn computer science. You don't just learn computer science, you understand? You take it in steps, like with any other subject like physics, maths. In computer science, you learn how to download the flicking software first. That's your first day, you understand? Then you learn how to type a cout statement, how to type hello world. Then you learn if else statements and you learn loops. And it's different days with different small little things that you learn little by little until you add it up. I don't think Lamine Yamal just jump in and started learn, okay, yeah, this is how to score a goal, this is how to play football. No, he learn how to dribble, you understand? He learn how to trap the ball, he learn how to shoot, and all these little things add up. And same thing like maths. You don't just learn maths, you understand? You first learn how to add, then you learn how to minus, then you learn how to multiply, divide, and all the way to by the until you reach calculus level. And that's what developing the skill is. Now my thing is I don't mean to blow my own horn, but I am so intelligent, bro. I've read so many books, I've learned so many things, but imagine something as simple as iPhone videography is difficult for me. And why? Because in my head I've made it difficult. I say, oh my god, how am I gonna learn videography? And the point is not how I'm going to learn videography. It's simple. It's just I just need to learn one thing at a time, little by little. Learn lighting, learn exposure, learn frame rates. You understand? Learn different angles. Learn how to take different shoots with different products and different things. And then doing that over and over for a long period of time, eventually you will develop that skill. And that's how you're gonna start making money. So for all the overthinkers out there, all the youths who are broke, who not making anything. I being real with you right now, I don't have an income coming in. I don't. And this is why I am gonna develop this skill. I'm gonna spend as much hours in the next few days as much as possible to rapidly learn this to the point where even though I won't be perfect, I could still offer some sort of value to individuals. You understand? And you need to humble yourself, bro. You need to understand that you need to go and learn something, anything, right? And then sell that and get some money. And so obviously, just make sure it's somewhat in demand, bro. Don't go and learn something stupid like how to, I don't know, burn CDs, you understand, for movies. Like, learn something that people actually gonna buy in some regard. You understand? And just become so freaking good at it, bro. Videography with an iPhone. Come on, like people have proper professional cameras to do these things, right? And people already know videography. I'm 24 and I know starting from scratch. You understand? But I'm gonna figure it out. You understand? And I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna become successful at it. And I'm gonna show everybody. Do I have experience in this? No. Do I have an income from anything? No. You understand? I'm starting from scratch and I'm going to show people that I can do it. You understand? Because literally just input output, bro. The amount of hours you put in is the amount of results you're gonna get. Yeah. So with that said, if you have any questions, you need advice on anything, just comment below. And I hope this video was able to help you. More coming soon.